Europe is slowly and painfully moving towards a banking union. I think the votes this week have been described by some in the Parliament as regime change. It certainly has changed the landscape. And of course, we in Ireland look at what's happening at European level and how we wish that these changes had been put in place before we had what has become known as our bailout, but of course we bailed out ourselves. If these rules and regulations, if we had the supervisory mechanism in place, if we had the bank resolution in place that we now have, it would have been a very different picture in Ireland. And I think this strengthens our case very much so for retrospective recapitalisation of the Irish banks. We have been promised time and time again that the link between the sovereign, that is the member state, and the banks would be broken. The weight of the debt that is on the shoulders of Irish citizens because of that connection between the sovereign and the bank debt is crippling Ireland and will continue for many years to come with interest payments and repayments of the capital. We are moving very slowly at European level to try to protect our banking system from the kind of collapse that we have seen before. And we cannot in Ireland be punished because of an accident of timing. We were in a currency that was not fit for purpose, whose architecture failed. Because of that, we are suffering the consequences. So therefore, now that we are slowly and painfully taking the necessary steps to protect the banking system, we cannot have the situation where a number of member states, and in particular Ireland, whose bank bailout was one of the largest ever, we cannot be in a position that we suffer because of an accident of timing, and it strengthens our case. In my opinion, it hugely strengthens our case for requesting a retrospective bailout for our banks.